Morning and welcome to Coffee and, the longest-running panel discussion show in American radio. To make a comment or ask a question of the panel, call 401-766-1240 or email coffee@woonsockеtradio.com. And now, let's join the Coffee and panel.
Good morning to you. Look at that. It's Monday morning. How about that? It is Coffee and time on Monday, July the 14th.
Wouldn't be such a big deal if you work Saturday and Sunday, Joe.
Well, that's true. So it's a big deal for me. It's Coffee and. Thanks for joining us. I'm Joe Callahan.
Mamas and papas, everybody. Oh, Monday morning.
That's
Monday.
right.
It works Sunday. And you won't even notice.
You've probably never seen the movie Office Space?
Probably not.
All right. There's obviously it's about working in an office. Okay.
Oh, good.
So there you go.
Sense.
And there's one of the workers in the background that just says, "Oh, sounds like someone's got a bad case of the Mondays."
Yeah.
It's very funny. All right. Enough of that, though. It is Coffee and time, and thank you for joining us. Joe Callahan here with Dave Richards. We'll be joined by Melissa Murray soon, and we're expecting a phone call from Dan Jennerin to talk about tonight's Woonsocket City Council meeting.
That'd be nice if he could make it.
Until we
realize that he's got other things to take care of.
Yep.
But if he can spend a few minutes with us to talk about tonight's agenda, that'd be nice.
That would be great. First thing to get to, though, because this is going to be a big story. You're going to hear it throughout the day today, probably into tomorrow.
Red Sox.
No.
10-day
No. I'll get to that in a minute. This is
I thought for sure, Joe, that's what you're going to bring up because you're the sports guy.
Later. But this is 9 people have been killed in Fall River at an assisted living center.
Oh.
So it's bad. A fire broke out. When
did this happen?
Late Sunday night into Monday.
Oh,
so 9 people have died. 1 person's in critical condition. More than 30 people were taken to the hospital. Their condition was not immediately available. Fall River Mayor Paul Coogan said early today bodies remained inside the assisted living center that was hit by the fire. The fire chief of Fall River said multiple people were killed. Fire broke out late Sunday night at the Gabriel House Assisted Living Residence on Oliver Street. Fatalities and multiple injuries. The exact number of casualties was not immediately available, but Bacon said 5 firefighters had minor injuries. This is a breaking story, and we'll continue to be updated.
And where did we get that, Joe?
That's from Channel 10's website.
Channel10.com.
You can read it there.
We have to source that. I didn't see that this morning. It wasn't on my wire service, and
I
did not see
that. Not that it was buried, but they didn't have numbers. And it just said,
well, there was no reference to it at all.
Kind of thing.
At 4 o'clock this morning when I hit the wire service, it wasn't there at all.
Yeah.
So I missed it. Must have come in afterwards.
Okay. So, Dave, Friday night at the 11 amp Woonsocket Music Series.
Oh.
I couldn't make it there, but I watched the whole show.
Did you? I'm not surprised.
On YouTube. I said, oh, my gosh. This guy and this band is so good.
Yeah, I know.
And, I've seen them before. I go, but the consistency of how good Steve Smith and the Nakeds are every year is just phenomenal. And how was the crowd? Yeah, I mean,
enormous.
It's always enormous.
I think now someone else has numbers because Marty Crowley was going around with a counter.
Mm-hmm.
But I think just from my eyeball and looking outside the truck, largest crowd ever for a Levitt concert.
Okay.
Seriously, of course, now we are set up differently with the main stage.
Mm-hmm.
So we are using a lot more of the park to watch the concert. Before, it was like really only half the park could see the concert.
Okay.
Now, most of the park can see the concert. And we have so many people there. Gosh, and Mel did a fine job ahead of time.
Mm-hmm.
Little girl from Newport did a lot of country and folk singing and did a fine job. Brought along a banjo player with her this time.
That's right.
And that was very, very nice. But really got you ready for Steve Smith.
And
it really did.
I was telling my wife, because we're watching the YouTube channel and that Dave is providing. And I said,
that's ON Worldwide.
I said, I said, what you can't see to my wife is the people that are on the sides.
Oh, yeah.
And behind.
That's all you could see is people.
I go, and what's odd is, and it's happened all 7 years.
Right.
Now, my wife and I, we went to Maine one time, and they had a concert similar to this, whatever the town that we were in. And in that town, everyone goes to sits up in front of the stage. Every year, there is always at least 10 feet, 20 feet, before people set up their chairs.
Well,
and
there's got to be more than that here.
They leave
'cause
a
we
big
do
open
the bubbles
space.
and the kids.
So
yeah.
is that done on purpose? That there's this real big gap?
That is done on somebody's purpose, but it's not organized by the people who put Levitt
All
together.
right. It doesn't look organized, but
It isn't organized, but it's on purpose by the people who don't want to be splashed with the bubbles.
okay.
And,
Steve enjoyed that,
and the
though.
kids love the bubbles.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and stuff like that, and also the fact that I got to say, Adam runs those speakers at a healthy volume.
Okay. All right.
Well, it may not be clinically healthy. It is a pretty big volume there. So, I mean, you hear it off the property.
All right.
You generally do.
Melissa
There's no
Murray's here. Hi,
mistake about
Melissa.
that.
Good morning.
Well, hello, Melissa.
I also attended.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
I didn't see you. That's how
How
many
great is
people
Steve
were there.
Smith?
I didn't see you.
It was great, and there were also like people just naturally kind of never really crowd the stage, but
Right.
there's room for dancing because
But
people
that's
were
right. It's a
dancing.
makeshift dance floor.
Later
It's a
in the
makeshift
evening,
dance
did you
floor.
see the
There
dance?
absolutely
Yes,
were
I
people
did.
dancing. Yeah.
So
yeah.
that's great.
Yep. Yep.
It is nice.
So-
Now, you probably saw too, Melissa, that the food trucks were doing great.
Oh, yeah,
Over at the permanent building, Ciro's was doing great with refreshments. A lot of people brought their own. There was room around with people to be together, yet not on top of each other.
There's extra benches now. Permanent benches are absolutely lovely for people like myself who didn't bring a chair. But yeah, but you know, there was like a rotating number of people who I was sitting next to or sitting next to me that I was chatting with.
Oh, it's
so
your
it was
turn to
nice.
sit on the bench, and then you got to move.
Well, then you get up and go like get food, and
Yeah,
then
yeah,
someone
no,
else sits down.
so-
But yeah, it's all good.
Okay. All right.
I'm waiting for people to come and say, "Can we put our chairs up on top of the truck?"
So we can see better.
What a view from up on top of the. Well,
yeah,
you got
yeah.
most of it.
Yes.
I mean, because our cameras are right up on the
Which is great.
ridge line of
Yeah.
the truck.
Yeah.
Now,
So you got a chance to look up over people.
who are the people right in front of you, Dave, that have set up tripods with their cameras?
Well, this particular time it was a production company from New York. A man named Mark Izofsky from Cumberland now lives in New York, and he runs a production company there. And it's his job to do whatever videographers do. He does television commercials, he does short subjects and stuff, and he's working on a production that will be a short film about music in Rhode Island.
Ah.
And
great.
of course, you couldn't do better. We had two
Rhode Island
performers on our stage, and you couldn't get much more Rhode Island than Steve Smith and Narragansett beer and all the rest of that stuff there in Rhode Island. Yeah, he was there with his crew. We were giving him footage. Adam was giving him audio of the concert, and he was there basically to take a lot of pictures of Steve in action and to bring it on back to make part of his production.
Oh, great.
And
All
so,
right.
yeah, when you saw that, those were pros. You could
Yeah.
tell. You could tell for
By
sure.
the way they set up, sure.
Yeah.
All
When we
right.
go to camera 2, that's the wide shot, so you see all that stuff. I noticed them in the screen over there, and we talked to him ahead of time, or a couple of days before, and then of course that shot. And he thinks he got some pretty good stuff.
Good.
And let me tell you, Steve was never more on
Yeah.
than he was Friday
Sure,
night.
sure.
That was classic Steve Smith.
Yeah.
Classic. And how classic is it? Now, you guys both know, you two, my dear friends here in the studio, it's really tough to get me flustered when I'm on, when I'm focused, when I'm doing the job. I am usually so focused that I might hurt your feelings by ignoring you, and that's not my intention, but I am focused on my work. Second year in a row, because he can, Steve Smith comes up with a way to give me heart
Oh, no.
palpitations. What the hey is going on? He did it last year when he was singing the song, walking out of camera range in through the back doors of the truck, and
yeah.
singing with me during a song and putting the microphone in my face and
remember.
having me, and I had no camera inside the truck
Yeah.
to show it. This time, the band's starting, and hasn't quite yet, but and I'm throwing to the band, and the microphone's still on, and he comes in the side door of the truck, talking and yelling and having fun like that with his microphone on.
Yeah.
And my microphone's on, and I say, "What the heck?" I turn around. There's Steve Smith looking down because I'm sitting in a chair right at the controls.
He's a good size. He's tall, good man.
Yeah. He's a big
And
guy.
so in the truck he is.
Yeah.
So anyway, I said, "Put it there, pal," and I shake his hand and stuff like that. And then he's got to go out, and he starts singing when he's leaving the truck because that's what point of the song that we're in.
Yeah. Okay.
It was, but. It takes a lot to get me, and he's done it twice. And I told him about it afterwards. He says, "Wait till you see what I'm going to do next year."
So it was around 9:07, 10:09. My wife turns to me and says,
Oh my goodness!
"How long are they going to go?" I said they were supposed to end 10 minutes ago. If I know Steve, he's going to 9:30.
Well,
Didn't quite go that long.
Let me tell you this. I was so happy that we had all of our commercial breaks done before Steve started.
Yeah.
Now, I'd love to just break in, but that'll just ruin the audience's,
Experience.
experience, really. And I know that our advertisers appreciate that. Now, we play a lot of clips and things like that during the intermission, and we play the commercials in there as well, too. And people love those clips. They keep telling me, "Oh, I love looking back on those old concerts." It's a variety because you have the opening act, and that's all one voice singing all the time, and so when you get to intermission and you can play things from yesteryear and last year, and we played stuff from a couple weeks ago, and all that, they really enjoyed that. And I was so glad that we got all the commercials done because I didn't want to break during Steve Smith, and you would if you had to, but I didn't want to. So we got all that done, and he's on doing a show. Do you know we went 115 minutes without a break, had no place to put a station ID. Because it's a tight show. As soon as the song is done, he's starting another song. There's no breaks. And so, and it's constantly Dave, Tebow, and me. We're switching and moving cameras and switching and moving cameras and switching and moving cameras, doing absolutely nothing, not even taking a sip of water for 115 minutes before the show was over.
Yep.
And it was great.
I was so busy doing all that, I didn't realize we went past 9 o'clock until 20 after.
It was 20 after when he finally ended. Yeah.
Well, that's Love at Concerts, folks.
Well, there you go.
And I certainly hope that you're with us again next week because we have some more interesting stuff. Not Steve Smith this time.
Mm-hmm.
We have some other interesting music that we hope that you'll enjoy. Some very talented musicians grace our stage, and we'll be looking forward to bringing that to you each Friday, right straight through to and including August 23rd.
Mm-hmm.
And I like Steve's new song. Don't Call Us, We'll Call You.
Yeah.
Steve Smith
Yes.
and Naked's song.
Yeah.
That was fun.
That was fun to hear. We got to get a copy of it, Dave.
Yeah, we have a copy of it
We
now.
do? Excellent. Excellent song.
But it has to be edited before we can put it on
All
the
right.
air. Sorry.
Yeah.
It has to be edited before we can put it on the air.
Why,
We will.
are there bad words in there?
No, it's
No?
just he doesn't. Yeah, the copy we got had other stuff besides the song in there, a Narragansett commercial,
Yeah.
and stuff like that. Well, you don't want every
Understandable.
time the song plays, you don't have to go to the log and write down Narragansett beer unpaid spot. But that's what you'd have to do.
Yep.
And he had a great time with the crowd, and he really knows how to put on a show. And the band is great, and they come out into this crowd
They
and
do.
and
Yep,
play
everyone
around.
comes out
I'm
and
like,
plays
"Jeez, these
and-
guys are so good."
Yep.
Wow.
They are.
What a phenomenal crowd too.
Yeah.
Just lovely night.
Did you happen to notice? I got to remember his name. The baritone saxophone player. We had a camera right next to him.
Yeah.
At first, it chopped his. He got so close to the camera, it chopped the top of his head off. We were able to adjust that. So, but he would mug up to that camera
Yeah,
all the time. He'd give us looks. You didn't see half of them, Joe, because I had to take pictures of other things too.
yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
All right.
really great.
And the crowd was appreciative of his talents?
Very appreciative.
That's excellent. That's
You
excellent.
heard them yelling.
Yeah. Oh,
I
good.
actually heard them in the headsets there. Hi, neighbor.
I
And
have
they
again.
came back. They came back with their chant
All right.
afterwards, and lots of applause too. Very, very nice crowd. And I wish that everybody could have been there if you had been a little bit more crowded. But thank you very much for all the nice comments on the broadcasting. And this is, when it was all over, I walked over to Meg Rigo because I had to go to the Porta-John so bad because from intermission to the end, I couldn't leave the truck. Mm-hmm. And I just had to go because it was a warm night. Mm-hmm. Dave and I are in there slurping down water. Yeah, we brought in a bunch of bottled waters, right? We're slurping those down. I had to and I stopped and I said, Meg, this was just the best community radio to put this on the air. It was just amazing. Makes you tingle.
All right.
If I never do another concert, I did the best one last Friday.
And when I talked to Steve before the show,
I heard that. You had him on your show.
Yep, and he said, I said, what keeps bringing you back to Levitt, every year? And he said, every time Meg calls,
yeah,
I'm ready to go. I was like, all right, so we answer the phone next year when Meg calls you again. Absolutely. Yeah. All right, we're going to take a break here on the Coffee and Program. More coming your way. 766-1240 if you have a comment or question.
The best variety of music. OM 1240.
You will always find great homemade food at one of the best restaurants in the Blackstone Valley, Missy's Family Restaurant, 801 Clinton Street in Woonsocket. They're open for breakfast and lunch 7 days a week beginning at 6 a.m. and on Fridays they're open for dinner until 7 p.m. You can always get breakfast all day long at Missy's Family Restaurant. And don't forget about their award-winning Dynamites. Missy's Family Restaurant, 801 Clinton Street in Woonsocket.
More fiber and laxatives, eh? Who are you? I'm future you. Future me? Constipation with belly pain still coming back? Our doctor figured it out. It's irritable bowel syndrome with constipation, or IBS-C, and Linzess could help you get ahead of it.
Linzess linaclotide is a prescription medicine that treats IBS-C in adults. It's not a laxative. It's a once-daily pill that helps you get ahead of your symptoms. It's proven to help you have more frequent and complete bowel movements and helps relieve overall abdominal symptoms, belly pain, discomfort, and bloating. These symptoms were studied in combination, not individually. Do not give Linzess to children less than 2. It may harm them. Do not take Linzess if you have a bowel blockage. Get immediate help if you develop unusual or severe stomach pain, especially with bloody or black stools. The most common side effect is diarrhea, sometimes severe. If it's severe, stop taking Linzess and call your doctor right away. Other side effects include gas, stomach area pain, and swelling. Talk to your doctor and say yes to Linzess. Learn more at linzess.com or call 1-800-LINZESS.
The Coffee and Panel is enjoying coffee from Down East Coffee Roasters. All their coffee is roasted right here in Rhode Island. Down East Coffee Roasters is available at all Little General stores.
WOON, Woonsocket Radio, ON, AM, and FM.
Thanks for joining us here on Coffee and. Joe Callahan here with Melissa Murray and Dave Richards. And, all right, now, Red Sox. I am just over the moon. Happy. Oh, my gosh.
Did you think for 1 minute...
No. Whatever the question is,
January
it's
of 2025 that you would ever hear Lou Mandeville say on our station, the hottest team in the league.
That's right. No.
Referring to the Red Sox. The Red Sox are the hottest team in the league right now.
Michael is very pleased. He told me all about it. And he's like, did you know that they won 10 games? I was like, I don't know. Is that good?
So at the All-Star break, they're in third place. Normally you go, well, that's not so great. Yeah. But they're in third place, one game out of second place, and only 3 games out of first place. They're right in the mix.
And both the Yankees and the Jays both lost over the weekend.
And so it's 1-2-3 now.
Yeah.
So this is the best thing that happened to me, just the way when I was watching the game yesterday. And Cedar Rafaela hit a home run.
Yeah.
That made it 4-1.
Yeah.
And I said, this is why the Boston Red Sox fans are the smartest fans in baseball. And do you know what I'm referring to, Dave?
Well, you're certainly not watching them on camera.
Melissa's not going to know. But yes, I am watching them on camera. Because here's the fly. It's a fly ball to left field. Yeah. You don't know if it's going to go out.
Right.
And it hits the top of the wall and bounces out. Right. So it's a home run. And if you watch the fans, they back away from the ball.
Yeah.
And they don't interfere. No one's grabbing for it.
Right.
No one's interfering with it. I go, smartest fans in baseball. And it bounced and it went out and we all cheered and it's a legitimate home run. The other thing is, in sports, and they always say, the hockey gods are looking down on you, the baseball gods are looking down on you. The baseball gods are looking down on the Red Sox because The Rays tried to pick off our guy at third base. I forget who was on third base. He was called out initially, and then the umpire waved it off, called blocking on the third baseman, and awarded us home base. I said, this never happens. I've never seen that called at third base. I've seen it called at second base. I'm like, things are just looking our way. This is just unreal. So gotta calm down because it's All-Star break now, so everybody rest.
Can I interject for a minute?
Yes, Dave.
Old subject, old business.
Okay.
It becomes new business again.
All right.
Guess what we just got?
Text?
From Josh Kane, stellar trombone player for Steve Smith.
Oh, okay.
And, of course...
A copy of the...
Right, the Kick and Brass Band. Josh, good friend, always listening in this morning, just sent us the master recording for airplay. You don't have to edit this one.
How great is that?
Awesome.
Thanks, Josh.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Josh. Oh, man, that's great.
All right, we're going to keep it on sports for just a little bit.
Too bad it's coffee and we should play it. We'll play it later.
The WNBA basketball team, that's redundant, sorry, WNBA team in Connecticut, owned by the Mohegan Sun tribe, that's where they play, it's the Connecticut Sun,
Sure.
have thrown it out there, we're looking to sell.
Really?
Yes, and whoever buys is looking to relocate them. Last Thursday, Governor Dan McKee, had a meeting at the Amica Mutual Pavilion with the possible owner. Had the whole place decked out for basketball. They haven't had a basketball game there since March. But it's like, get rid of the ice, get rid of the wrestling ring, because that's what was there last, and make it look like it's PC basketball, and make it look as beautiful as it can. The question is...
Will you bite? Yeah.
No, not that. Can Providence sustain, can Rhode Island sustain the Women's Professional League here and not go to Boston? Because it always surprised me when the league started, Boston didn't get a franchise. I'm like, well, that's odd.
Yeah.
But can we support it here in Rhode Island?
I'm not the person to ask, probably.
I don't know.
But you know what? I would probably go to a game. If it was close, it was easy. Like,
Well, it would be,
yeah,
yeah.
sure. Absolutely.
Now, I look at the Professional Women's Hockey League, which does have a franchise in Boston. But they don't play at the Garden. They play at the Agganis Arena, seats about 6,500, which they get pretty close to every single game.
Yep.
Is that good enough for the WNBA down in Providence to have 6,500 to 8,000 people come to every single game? And will they come? I would love to see it happen. I would love to see them come here and make a go of it.
Yeah.
I think that would be great
I think it'd be great,
Providence is a
too.
basketball town.
It really is. It really is.
I mean, the AMP sells out for PC basketball.
Yeah.
However, this is, I'm sorry, but it's sexist, but those are the guys.
Right. No.
Will they come see the women? I don't know.
I hope so, and I hope
More
that
and more.
happens. But
Yes.
Yeah.
The WNBA
But you know,
is cresting.
when that soccer stadium was built, people said no one's going to go see soccer.
10,000 people were just there. Of course, they were having fireworks that night too. But
Yeah, but you know, I was there the first night. I went there for rugby.
and people are showing up.
People are showing up. You know,
Okay.
I think people appreciate not having to go to Boston and not
Okay.
having to like pay exorbitant parking fees and like just, you know.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I think it. I
There's
hope
a
it could
market
work.
there.
I think
You
there
think
might
there's a
be a
market there,
market
Dave?
there.
There's a market
I'm not
there.
the person to ask, but you know, I've gone to more sports games locally than I have before.
Nationally, okay.
So
I really think that the prospects for, and if I was flush and had a couple of tens of millions of dollars hanging around, I would think the same way. If I was looking to make an investment and I had a pile of dough, I would look twice, 3 times, 4 times at WNBA. The reason is very simple. Everyone sees the regular NBA imploding in public. They can't control their players. It's a soap opera every dang day. And the season is too long
Way too
for them. It's very, very difficult. They really, really have their issues. WNBA does not.
Yes, they do though.
No.
They do because they
It's
have
like
their.
watching AAA baseball. You don't have the
Nope.
same drama.
But you do because Melissa, who's their star player, the WNBA?
Oh, that's not fair to ask me.
When I say the name, you're going to know it. I thought you might know. Caitlin Clark.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see. Dave, do you know that name?
I've heard it.
She's the face of the WNBA. But other WNBA players don't like her. And they don't want her to be the face of the league, which is the wrong attitude to have. And but they keep intentionally hurting her, like making her miss games because she's hurt. And when she's not appearing, and this is factual, she plays for Indiana. She was coming to some town, and then she got hurt. She was going to be out for 3 or 5 games. Ticket sales dropped. To see her on the road. Oh, she's not playing? Oh, we're not going to go. And I don't want the WNBA to wreck itself. You shouldn't be attacking the face of the league. Whether you like that she's the face of the league or not, that's immaterial. She is. It's just the way it is. NBA's always had a face of the league.
I hadn't seen any of this, Joe.
Okay. Well, it's an issue that the WNBA has to deal with. That they're hurting themselves.
Well, they better, because the NBA didn't deal very effectively with their issues.
Yeah.
They're
Right.
soap opera issues.
But it's early, this is real early. They did come and look at the amp. Great. I'm sure
Nice.
they're going to go look in Boston and see, can we do something up there with the where the Celtics and the Bruins play. But maybe it's a question of scheduling and like that. And will they look? Maybe they'll look at Hartford and maybe Springfield. I don't think they'll go into northern New England because now you're looking at smaller places to play and
Yeah, that
less
does
people
not
that are going to
really
go.
Practical.
So yeah. So I don't know.
Providence.
But I thought it was good that they came to Providence and took a look at the amp.
Providence and all of Rhode Island, if you took this and put it in the Midwest, it'd be a pretty nothing place.
Yeah.
But because we're right next to Massachusetts
We draw
and Connecticut,
well.
and we've got an ocean,
Yeah.
there's a lot going on for Rhode Island if you're thinking ahead. Now, if we can get our government leaders quit being so stupid and so expedient and just get me through the next election type of baloney. If we get that done, then I think we'd be in a much better place than we are even. But I think that there's so many places that don't have what we have here in
Yeah.
Rhode Island. I'm very, very proud of being in this state.
Well, they got the scheduling issues too down in Providence. Got to deal with PC basketball. Got to deal with the Providence Bruins. But I think it could all be worked out. And
I hope
and
so.
like that.
That'd be really, really exciting.
Would that be cool to have a
Yeah, it'd
WNBA
be really cool.
franchise?
It would be really
The
cool.
the Rhode Island or the Providence whatevers. I don't know what you come up with, but okay. All right. Moving on to other things. Let's see. The funeral for former Governor Ed DePreet
9 o'clock
is today. Do you know anybody going, Melissa?
Oh, I'm sure I know a lot of
Lot
folks
from the state-
that are going.
State House? Yeah. I say this all the time, and I'm trying. I don't mean to be flippant about the whole thing, but whenever someone dies, and their funeral is in Cranston, I swear there's only one funeral home in that entire city. It's not a Willow, and
Yeah,
that is it.
yeah.
I go, there has to be others in that city. There's got to be another, at
Maybe
least
that's
one
the
more.
largest one. I don't know
Large.
Cranston
Yes.
funeral
It's-
homes
it-
really.
Yeah, it's very
It's
large.
huge.
You have
and
to
I've
think
been
about
there.
yeah. When you have somebody that famous former governor, you have
You go big.
to you have to think about capacity because
Okay.
everybody's going to show
Well, look how
up,
many we
right?
have.
So-
Look how many we have here in Woonsocket. I'm thinking we're a smaller city
Yeah.
than Cranston, so I said, Cranston has got to have another funeral home there. I just don't know what the name of it is.
Yeah, I don't know, but
So-
that's usually where they are.
All right, and if it does start at 9 this morning, if you're listening live, and if you can't make it to Cranston and you want to watch it, Not a Little Funeral Home has a Facebook page. They're going to
Yeah.
stream it,
Yeah, yeah.
so you can watch it.
So they also have I believe that's where Senate President had his.
Rogerio? Yeah.
And yeah. Yep. And there was an overflow, and I'm sure that was streamed somewhere. I was lucky enough to be able to get in some senator, but
You have to have tickets.
no, pretty much.
Really?
I mean,
Wow.
yeah. Even there was just so many people there. So
Hey, Joe,
Yes, Dave.
before you take your half-past break,
Yep.
can we bring Dan Jenron up?
Sure.
He's on the line for us now.
Very good. See, make sure everything in the right order over here. Good morning, Dan. How are you?
I'm well, Joe. How are you?
I'm doing all right. Melissa and Dave are here.
Welcome to
Hello,
Coffee.
Melissa. Hello, Dave.
good morning.
Good morning. Hey, sorry for the delay. I
Oh, listen.
had to
Things
tend
happen.
to some things at work, but I wanted to make sure I got in. If now is a good time, or do you want me to wait till after
No,
the
no,
break?
no, 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 no. We want you right now.
Okay.
If things are that busy for you, we don't want you putting anything else off.
Oh, no, I'm caught up now, so I'm
Good.
good at this point.
That's great. Well, Dan, what about tonight's agenda? It seemed like a average, lots of good community stuff going on, and some follow through on previous meetings. What do you say?
Yeah, no, I think you're right. You can see that we've got some, closing out a few things from last week's meeting or 2 weeks ago's meeting, but the new stuff is interesting. We're going to be approving the CDBG grant budget, which is something that obviously, as many of you know, it helps our low-income tracts throughout the city to do improvements in different areas. So we definitely have that going on. And then we have the mayor is asking to add a position.
I'll take it.
I'm sorry?
I said I'll take it.
Yes. Right, exactly. And maybe everyone can come and apply for that position. We don't know. And then there's some things. We've got a day of prayer that we're going to be granting permission to use the River Island Art Park and the Youth Fest that Woonsocket Prevention Coalition is going to be putting on. So it's to your point, Dave, there's a lot of good community things going on, and we're also going to be recognizing Mr. Gregory Duhamel for what his efforts in preserving and promoting history in Woonsocket. He's written 3 books, and I actually spoke with Ray Bacon, the historian laureate for the city, and he said that the books are very well written and do have a high level of accuracy. So we will be recognizing his efforts in that.
That's the biggest compliment you can give a historical book, is a high level of accuracy.
Yeah.
Yes. So anything that popped out to the people on the panel that you have questions for me?
Doesn't sound like anything's too controversial, but Melissa, go ahead.
So good morning, Council President.
Good morning, Senator.
The new position. Can you tell us a little bit about that? What it is proposed and what the position is proposing to do?
So, I'll try. So the position is actually, I want to get the correct name here, but it is the, let me open this one up. It is a position of Community Learning Center Coordinator. So this is a position that there's no job description attached, so I can't actually tell you that, Senator. It's a position that is to help with the construction, I believe, of the new community center. The new community center is not scheduled to be built until October of 26, so it's not for actually running the community center, because it won't even be there won't be a community center in this budget. It's going to be in the fiscal year 27 budget. So the position is something that the mayor had requested, and it's not very well explained. Maybe we'll get more explanation tonight.
Sure. And this was not in the budget that you all just passed, correct?
It is not. And we had, if you look at the particular ordinance, when we passed the budget, we took out a position of business recovery and growth administrator. We took that out in an effort to help balance the budget.
Yeah, it was really tight.
Yeah, and it wasn't only tight, as you know, we went above the cap.
Yeah. Well, just to refresh folks' memory, the council requested the General Assembly for permission to increase the cap, which is a bill that I was the primary sponsor, and Senator Thompson also sponsored, and we passed the Senate. It was, requested for us to go up above and beyond the cap. I'll let you all make your own decisions, but having been put in the position to go to the General Assembly and ask for a tax increase, and then you passed your budget, and now you're, or rather the administration is asking for a position to be added that was not budgeted, just is a bit awkward.
Well, can I interject?
Sure, sure.
Dan, you're
Yes.
actually you are. This is enabling legislation to enable that that position, because every position is in a document, and you enable it. But this isn't funding the.
I believe there's an appropriation ordinance.
There's an appropriation there as well.
Yes, there is. So this
I missed that.
This is so this creates the position,
Right.
and then
For something that we're not going to build for another year or so.
right, and then the next ordinance, 25046, is an appropriation ordinance which takes
Oh, okay. Yeah. The
9,000
next one does the appropriation. Like, I didn't read the
Yeah.
appropriation in it.
yes.
Okay.
So
Well,
it
then,
is.
I guess we're all going to
created
find
and
out if
funded.
we tune in and listen into the meeting
Yeah,
tonight.
yeah. It'll be an interesting debate. I'll be listening.
Yes.
I'm sure you'll make the right choices.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I'm trying to, and I'm only one of 7 votes.
Sure.
I understand
But you-
that.
you wanna
I understand that. I'm
you
one
wanna
of
start off
38, so I get it. I get it. But no, thank you for the explanation. I think there's a lot of questions about that, and hopefully they'll all be answered this evening. But
You-
thank you for indulging me.
You want to start off
no,
from a
thanks for
position
asking.
of trying to support the mayor, and then let the debate go the way it'll go, right?
Correct. And as you know, this was put on. I mean, it's in my name, but it was put on at the request
Well,
of the administration. So it's a
Anything that comes from the other departments, it comes through your name to get to the council.
correct.
Yeah, that's
Correct.
just
So-
tradition.
Yep,
It's
exactly.
not because it's your idea. It's because it's somebody
That's
else's
right.
idea and gets to the council through you.
Yes, and that's fine. It's a mechanism that works well, but it just so I just want people to realize it doesn't. The fact that something's submitted in my name by request of the administration never means that it's got unconditional support. You know, so I hope to learn more this evening.
Very nice. All right. Well, that's great.
Okay.
Anything else, Joe?
No, I'm all set with
We'll let
tonight's
Dan get back to work. So
Mhm.
nice
Well,
of
I
you to
thank
be
you, and-
to take a few minutes for us. We like to talk over the agenda with you, and we'll hear you and the rest of the councilors up on the dais doing the. Did I say diocese? I mean, up on the dais, doing the city's work tonight at 7:00 live on the radio.
We'll be there. Tune in to WOON Radio to hear it live.
Thanks.
Thanks, Dan. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Okay.
You too.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, we'll do one big break in a couple of minutes. Other things going on. Fire at the Apple Valley Mall in Smithfield over the
Yeah, I
weekend.
heard that.
It started at an HVAC unit on the ceiling, on the roof of the Rumford Pet Express, and I guess, and then spread over to the TJ Maxx store.
I
And
heard
they
about
got-
the
they
TJ
got
Maxx. I
some,
didn't know about the
damage.
Rumford Pet Express.
where it
They
was.
have
TJ Maxx was
small
able to
animals there.
TJ Maxx was
Oh,
able to
no.
reopen yesterday and fix their roof. Rumford Pet Express has not reopened. They're more
Oh.
extensive.
I
and
know they
that's where
only
the-
have small. I think they only have small animals, but still.
I would imagine
Like,
that any reputable organization is going to be concerned about the welfare of their stock.
Yeah.
And so,
No one was hurt, and they don't say any animals were hurt.
Yeah,
Right.
I think they have
And-
like birds and
Like rabbits, hamsters,
more like
gerbils,
hamsters and gerbils and
smaller
birds.
than
I
that?
don't think they
Okay.
do cats.
Okay.
PetSmart does, but
They must do fish.
Yeah,
as
yeah,
well.
yeah, yeah,
Okay. And so the cause of the fire is under investigation. But as far as we know, Rumford Pet Express is still closed at the Apple Valley Mall. All right, and we had that. And then, unfortunately, into a story, two brothers from Stoughton, Massachusetts, went fishing in Little Compton and got washed into the water and have passed away. They were surfing off the rocks, and boy, that is...
yeah.
It's just dangerous.
Dangerous.
And they had people jumping in trying to help them. And
Very dangerous
That's
also.
that's even more dangerous.
Yeah.
But that's okay. They did find the bodies of 27-year-old Aldino Centio and 31-year-old Valtier Centio. So brothers.
You just have to be
passed
so
away.
careful. Like, even if you are experienced and you know what you're doing on the water, you just can never
Tough.
let your guard down. And if you're inexperienced, ooh, that
Even
could
if
be
you are
bad.
being-
yeah.
steady and knowing what you're doing, you never know when a rogue wave's going to come along, or
Yep,
you
yep.
just slip on wet
You
rocks.
never turn your back to the ocean, right? Never.
Well, you're not supposed to. I've done that before when I was a kid.
I did it. I did it last week.
People laughed
yuck.
at me when I backed in from the surfing,
Yeah.
back up onto the shore. Just
Yeah,
never
no,
turn,
no.
never turn your back
Yeah,
on
to
the
the
ocean.
ocean. Okay.
No, you don't. That's the cardinal rule, you know. But
So this is this story is amusing. Probably not to the state of Massachusetts or to the city of Attleboro. But they made a slight mistake. Remember the
Oh, yeah.
story last week? They said
Oh, my God.
there's a venomous
Copperhead.
copperhead snake loose. Wrong snake.
oh no,
They got it wrong. I don't know who got it wrong, but they said the wildlife experts say that's not the snake. There is a snake down there by the 10-mile river, but Mass Wildlife believes the snake was incorrectly identified, and expert thinks it's likely a northern water snake. Noting copperheads are only found in a few spots nationwide.
And
Right.
not
So-
Attleboro.
And
Not-
not here.
But there were a couple dogs that were bitten.
They
didn't
said
one
they said
pass
three. They
away?
said 3 dogs were bitten, but were they bitten by this snake or not? And one did pass away. Maybe it was
could have
old
been small,
or
right? Yeah, right.
I don't
Infection,
know.
sure. Yeah.
But it just reminded me, Melissa, of the mayor from Jaws. You know, you yell barracuda, huh? What? You sell shark. So we were yelling shark.
Yeah,
And people's like,
yeah.
what? Venomous snake? Where?
I know. I was like, oh my gosh, that's
is
because
terrible.
I've lived in Georgia and
You get your venomous snakes down there.
absolutely have venomous snakes there. Like when we were tubing, I think I said this last week. Like we would go tubing down the Chattahoochee, and like I was never going near the edges of the river, like ever.
It's okay. They can swim.
I know they can, but in my mind, I know they
I'm
can
safer
swim.
out in the middle?
I'm safer in the middle for some reason. So I was just like, oh my gosh,
I love the fencing that they have up around all the resorts at Walt Disney World. Stay away from the water. Alligators and snakes
Yeah.
are in the water.
Again, going back to that, like why
where do you
people move
expect them to be?
to Florida. I don't want to move where like there's a lot of venomous things. I would never move to
of
Australia.
venomous
I don't even think I would visit Australia. Everything is poisonous.
Oh, I know. Hey, you can't get away from that stuff completely. I mean, look up
but
here.
you
we
know,
have
you don't have
venomous-
to like.
We have venomous politicians, journalists.
That's true. That is true. That's true.
Hi,
So
Leslie's here.
we're all yes, Leslie Page from the Woonsocket Harris Public Library. Hi, Leslie.
Hi.
So we're all thanking our stars that we all work here, and we weren't stuck on the Mass Pike going west in Boston last Friday when the electric vehicle caught on fire, and thank goodness that the driver got out of the car immediately.
And didn't get hit by
Right.
another car.
Didn't
We
get hit
got
by
it.
another
Yeah,
car.
Right.
Didn't get caught in the fire.
Right.
But it was in the middle
So
lane.
lucky.
Shut down the Mass Pike just completely. And you know how electrical vehicles burn.
And it was around 5, right? Wasn't it
7.
around like
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
seven in
so-
the morning, and it closed. They were closed for 90 minutes. So now it's 9 o'clock.
There you go.
Before you get going again, roughly.
Yeah.
And it was
Very at least there was in the westbound lanes.
yes,
The
Yeah,
eastbound
yeah.
lanes
More
would have
used to
caused
be
more
going
impact
in.
for
Yeah.
more cars.
going into work?
It was
Sure.
a Chevy Equinox, and it's just bizarre how they say the fire started. He ran
Right.
over a piece of metal that was already in the road,
Right. It
Spark-
dropped off another
sparked
vehicle,
the fire somehow.
rolled over it, and it kicked up underneath,
Yeah,
and
and
it shorted
poof.
something out. And you don't short batteries out like that.
Yeah.
No.
And these electric vehicles burn white hot.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
they
It's
do.
it's crazy. All right, we're going to take our next break, our last break of the show right here. It's time for a look at the forecast, being brought to you by Aleve.
More clouds than sun today with a high near 83 degrees and a calm wind. Tonight, mostly cloudy, overnight low of 70 degrees. Tuesday's weather, cloudy, gradually becoming mostly sunny with a high of 87 and a 30% chance of a shower or thunderstorm in the afternoon. Wednesday, mostly sunny and hot with a high of 90. Thursday, partly sunny, high of 89 with a 30% chance of a shower or thunderstorm in the afternoon. Friday, mostly sunny with a high near 89. Saturday, partly sunny and 83. And on Sunday, partly sunny and a high of 83 degrees.
Outside the Navigant Credit Union broadcast studio at the corner of Park Ave and Kennedy Street, we've got the cloudy skies at the moment and 71 degrees. Traffic and body pain can slow you down, but don't let the pain stop you. With just one pill, Aleve provides up to 12 hours of pain relief so you can keep moving. Use as directed. Yes, Dave.
Do let the flaming electrical car stop you.
Yes. As if that's going by, let it go. Right.
Our family caring for your family. The Holiday Retirement Home is a skilled nursing and rehabilitation facility with a home-like atmosphere where laughter is the best medicine. The Holiday keeps their patients and residents involved in varied activities and events so they have the opportunity to live life to the fullest. The Holiday Retirement Home has their own in-house physical, occupational, and speech therapy staff with more than 300 years of combined experience. Stop in for a tour. The Holiday is right off Route 99 on Sales Hill Road in Manville, and for more information you can visit their website at holidayretirement.com.
Is your relationship with your bank in a rut? Might be time for someone new. At Navigant Credit Union, we offer better rates, fewer fees, and support that puts you first. Don't put it off. Join Navigant Credit Union today. Federally insured by NCUA.
ZipRecruiter is the place. ZipRecruiter is the place for talented teachers, savvy software developers, and master mixologists. ZipRecruiter is the place where you meet all these people and more. That's because ZipRecruiter is the place for job seekers who are looking for new opportunities. In fact, ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day, so you can find the right candidates right away. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Febreze. As a rideshare driver, I love keeping my car smelling fresh and clean. So when I'm driving, I only trust Febreze car vent clips, featuring 3 distinct intensity settings, because it's that little touch that sets me apart. I can turn the intensity down for subtle freshness, or I can turn it up for when I want lots of scent. So whether it's set to low, medium, or high, with Febreze car, I know my car's going to smell amazing. Which keeps my driver rating right where it belongs. Picking up Oscar!
ON, AM, and FM.
It's Coffee and right here on ON. Thanks for joining us. Joe Callahan here with Dave Richards, Melissa Murray, and Leslie Page. And Leslie, what's going on at the Woonsocket Harris Public Library?
Well, our summer hours are Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday from 9 a.m. to 8 p.m., Tuesday and Friday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. We will be closed on Saturdays through Labor Day weekend. We offer self-service photocopying and faxing, and our reference department provides notary services free of charge on Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday from 9:30 to 11:30 a.m., 2 to 4 p.m., and 5:30 to 7:30 p.m., and on Tuesday and Friday from 9:30 to 11:30 a.m. and 2 to 4 p.m. This week, our children's department is offering Sensory Exploration Fun today at 10 a.m. and on Wednesday, July 16th, also at 10 a.m. Beginning watercolors for ages 7 through 10, also today at 3 p.m. Drop-in crafts on Tuesday, July 15th from 2:30 to 4 p.m. Splatter paint like Jackson Pollock on Wednesday, July 16th at 3 p.m. And a very brainy visit by Brainwaves Rhode Island on Friday, July 18th at 3 p.m. For more information about all children's programs or to register, please call 767-4122. This week, our teen department is offering a tabletop role-playing game on Tuesday, July 15th at 3 p.m., exotic Oreo cookie tasting on Thursday, July 17th at 3 p.m., and storytelling through theater on Thursday, July 17th at 3 p.m. For more information on all teen programs, please call 767-4132. Classics Jazz Plus will perform favorite tunes for all ages on Wednesday, July 16th at 6 p.m., and the next Tech Tuesday will be held on Tuesday, July 22nd at 2 p.m. Learn how to access ebooks and audiobooks on your mobile devices and or email tips and tricks. Call 767-4124 to register. All of the latest information about programs, services we offer, and how to reach us can be found at our website, woonsocketlibrary.org, or on our Facebook page. If you have any questions or would like more information about anything I've mentioned today, please call us at 769-9044. And we look forward to seeing you at the library.
Exotic Oreo cookie
Yes, that
tasting?
piqued my interest as well. I saw that
Apparently.
posting on Facebook,
Yeah.
so yeah.
Apparently, they
Yum,
have more than
yum.
just
Than the
vanilla
original.
and chocolate.
There are Oreos that are made in like that are sold in other countries that are like
Of different
very
flavors.
yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Uh-huh.
Chocolate covered Oreos are great. I don't think it's that exotic, but
No, they're like different colors and different flavors. So
yeah.
is that just for kids?
Yes, actually.
Oh,
well,
darn.
teens. So 11
For
to
teens,
18.
okay.
You can
all
pass
right.
for 18, Melissa.
Oh yeah, all day. I wish.
All right, Melissa. Speaking of snakes and how you don't want to move to Florida, the Florida Python Challenge is underway.
Oh, that sounds like a good time.
It's a 10-day competition, and it kicked off last week. Florida Fish and Wildlife's Python Management Coordinator. Why don't we have that job up here in Woonsocket?
Python
Anyway,
management coordinator.
says even with government and tribal organizations' help, it's not enough, so they turn to the public. Again, the person who nabs the most pythons will take home $10,000,
wow.
with smaller prizes for the longest python caught, and there are other categories as well. All right? Nearly 200 pythons were removed from the Everglades during last year's challenge. Overall, more than 1,100 have been killed since the first Florida Python Challenge in 2013.
Right. So
Over
they're
10
they're
years
not
ago.
indigenous. Somebody
That's right.
like got these exotic
And
pets
let 'em
and
go.
said, "Oh, hey, this is a lot of work and maybe a little bit dangerous. I'm just gonna let it go in the Everglades and
So just back
no
to
predators, right?"
back to Jaws again. All it does is eat and swim and make little snakes.
Yes, that's right. That's right.
It's a perfect machine. So
Yeah, yeah,
and so we gotta send people in there to get them because there's way too many.
yeah.
I don't want to partake in that
Don't mess
challenge.
with nature. Don't mess with nature and the order of things.
Yeah. All right. Here's a better story. A man's actually pretty lucky. Connecticut.
promise?
Yes, a man in Connecticut. He's got his family cat to thank for finding his lost $150,000 lottery ticket.
What?
Yep. Russell
Here,
Ruff.
kitty, go fetch the lottery ticket.
Well, that's not
Yeah,
quite
like
it.
a
He
cat's
did.
gonna do that.
He didn't do that. Said the winning ticket had been missing, and he said they eventually found it after a 16-year-old cat decided to crawl behind the bed, leading the man and his sons to move the furniture to let the cat out. And when they moved the furniture, they found the ticket. And the ticket matched 4 out of the 5 numbers plus the Powerball number, so his prize jumped from $50,000 to $150,000 because he matched the
Wow.
Powerball, and you don't have to share it with the cat. That's the best
you know
part.
what? I think he should get that cat a nice orthopedic, like
Oh,
very expensive bed. He's 16 years old and obviously deserves a little
You
something.
give it a $1.50 rubber mouse. Here you go. Knock yourself out.
Give me
A can of tuna at least.
Get the good tuna too. What?
The dumb cat went and got itself stuck and made you move furniture, and now you're going to
Hooray,
congratulate the
hero.
cat. Don't reinforce bad behavior.
Oh well. Today is National Mac and Cheese Day. How exciting is that, huh? The earliest known recipe dates back to the 13th century
Wow.
in an Italian cookbook. I think Italians will try to stay away from this. We don't want to be associated with this stuff. But
I don't know.
I'm sure it was much better with much better cheese.
cheese. Yeah. Well, it gained popularity in the U.S. when Kraft Foods started boxing it up and selling it in the 1930s. I didn't realize it had been around.
Yeah, it was a depression food.
For that long. That's and probably
Yeah.
really inexpensive.
Cheap. Yep.
A penny a box maybe back then.
Because it had an awful lot of food energy in it for the amount that you ate.
Yeah. Now, I saw this yesterday on Facebook. It's Mac and Cheese Day. Is Mac short for macaroni?
Yeah.
Yes.
Or wait a minute. Or is it short for MAC, mac and cheese? What do you think?
No,
No.
MAC would be redundant. You wouldn't say the and cheese.
No?
No,
All right.
MAC is just okay. It's MAC day.
I guess.
Otherwise,
Short
it's
for macaroni.
you'd be saying mac and cheese and cheese. For those of you
guess.
who like a lot
I
of
guess.
cheese.
It's the only thing my daughter knows how to cook. She's
Well,
19.
then
I'd really wish she'd bump up her
She'll
repertoire.
She'll survive to learn more, Joe. She's got one thing.
Yep.
I hope so. Well, she can cook eggs too. But
There you go.
Protein.
See,
There you
she's
go.
already
Yeah.
getting
Fine.
more and more proficient.
She's doubled the amount she knows already. So, all right, good for her. All right, this is probably everyone's one of your worst nightmares. A woman is back on solid ground. She went ziplining and got stuck on the zip line. This is almost worse than getting stuck on a roller coaster. Happened in Clearwater, Florida. Says it wrecked the woman Saturday. She got stuck. The CFR Technical Rescue Team was called to Empower Adventures Tampa Bay to get the woman down. There's no word on how long she was stuck, and she was lowered to safety. I wonder how you get stuck on the zip line, because usually there's it's
bearings should go out on your pulley.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but the thing you're on's on a line that's going down.
Yeah, downward.
Yeah, I know it does.
Yeah.
But if your weight and the downward angle doesn't exceed the amount of friction of the cable going through the wheels, then you're going to not move forward.
This is she was probably slight and didn't weigh
She
enough.
could have been. She could have been a small one. I don't know.
What a
this.
nightmare! That's
But
why I don't do those
you
things.
ask, how could it happen? It's real simple.
Yeah.
Inside the
It's all
part that
physics,
touches
though.
Yeah.
the part that touches the cable,
Yeah.
which is aimed down, has got two wheels in it.
Mm-hmm.
And if the wheels seize up, or there's a lot of friction, and they don't want to turn,
So it just stops.
now
All
you've
right.
got to be big and heavy enough to overcome that friction and continue moving down. And
But
if
if you're
you're
not, you stop.
you hang there.
I wonder if she got her money back.
I would hope so.
Can I get a refund on this?
Well, maybe I'd just give her a free ticket for next time.
Yeah, let's
Come back
do it
again.
again.
It won't happen again. I promise.
So we are in the 21st century, but
We
you
are?
wouldn't. We are, but you wouldn't know it. Out in Arizona, a person has died from the plague.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
How about
Well,
that?
not the plague.
Well,
Yeah.
a plague.
There
A
was-
plague.
Yeah. Right.
The unidentified
multiple
patient came into the
plagues.
emergency room in Flagstaff and passed away. Testing results confirmed Friday the person died from pneumonic plague caused by the same bacterium as the bubonic plague that devastated Europe in the 14th century.
Mm-hmm.
Pneumonic plague affects the lungs, whereas bubonic plague affects the lymph nodes.
Right.
First death from pneumonic plague recorded since 2007. I didn't know they had one in 2007.
Right.
I'm like, wow.
And it has to do with the amount of fleas, I think, on rodents, larger rodents like
rats.
And like
Raccoons?
gophers and things like that.
Okay.
Yeah. And so, it's just kind of like how if you have certain weather conditions, then the trees will grow more acorns, and then there'll be more squirrels, and then usually those years you'll have more flea problems with dogs and cats. It's just like a thing.
It's a cyclical thing.
Yeah, but they're not usually carrying the
Causing
plague.
Not normally causing
Hopefully.
the plague.
Right.
You would hope so.
Hope so.
Wow. All right. How much sun is needed to get enough vitamin D in your life?
This much.
This much. Well, that's kind of the question you get at you get called at the library. Can you look this up for us?
What?
How much
Right now.
sun is needed to get enough vitamin D?
2 hours a day.
Too much. The Cleveland Clinic says 10 to 30 minutes
Yeah.
of sun exposure a day is enough for vitamin D production.
And a healthy person.
It can also boost your mood, improve your sleep. While some foods contain vitamin D, the sun is the best source.
Yep.
So running down in
That's true.
Narragansett and hanging out for hours.
The sun isn't just at the beach, though.
Oh, really?
Go
Is it
outside
somewhere
your
else?
backyard.
Oh, look at that.
No, I believe that. I like to get sun, and I definitely am happier in the summer. I have a vitamin D deficiency, so I try to take pills during the winter, but it doesn't really help.
All right.
It's not the same. Not the same.
Leslie, with the advent of the internet, it used to be before the internet,
Right?
people called the library for answers to
Yes, they
questions.
did.
They either they couldn't find it in the encyclopedia or
if
what.
they called us and we couldn't answer the question, we
I know,
gave
we'd
them
call
the
the
number
library.
of the
Yeah.
library. That's
Yeah.
still over there to your left on the wall.
My favorite question I got in the 1980s.
What?
What a woman called, my grandson's doing a report. What color is the British flag? I went, it's red, white, and blue. It's just like ours in a different configuration.
Right.
But have you seen less calls because of that?
Fewer of those kind of calls.
But you
yes.
still get-
But we still get calls.
Random, not really
No,
trivia.
not really
asked.
random. Yeah, they're not, the daily trivia question or whatever. It's usually, they can't find something that they want.
They Googled it and they
information. They
just
just can't get what they want, or they are not as internet literate as many of us and still need help. So we help them also.
Oh, well, you're supposed to, right?
That's right. That's
Well,
what we're there for.
That's not totally unheard of. And when you say they're not internet literate, you say, how could they possibly exist in this day and age? I remember I grew up in the 50s and 60s, I remember people who hadn't learned to read.
Okay.
And they legitimately never read. They never were taught to read, and they still functioned. There was accommodations made for them and like that. So, yeah, it can happen.
All right, we've come to the end of the program. We thank you very much for listening. Our thanks to Dan Gendron, who joined us today via the phone for tonight's Woonsocket City Council meeting. Leslie Page, thanks for coming in today.
Well, thanks for having me.
All right, and Melissa, thanks for being here.
Thank you for inviting me.
Look out for those snakes now.
Oh, boy.
And safe travels up north.
That's right. Dave, thanks for being here as well.
All right, it's a pleasure. And folks, we'll see you tomorrow morning on the Morning Fun Show. Don't forget to tune in this afternoon and drive home with Joe.
2 o'clock, right here on ON Radio.
Broadcasting live and local daily from the Navigant Credit Union broadcast studio at the corner of Park Avenue and Kennedy Street. This is WOON.